10. He came from Nebraska, where his father and grandfather have a fabulous little arboretum. Notice I say the word little, not as big as ours. He was in his 20s. He started working with, on the railroad. He worked in the banks. He partnered up with a man who had a salt distribution company. The man passed away suddenly, and Mr. Morton bought it. So it is now the Morton Salt Company. You may have heard of it. That's where the foundation for most of our money came from originally. So what do we do here? Every year we try to put on some sort of outdoor art exhibit, in addition to everything else fabulous that we have. This year we have sculptures. Our sculptor is Daniel Popper. There's his first sculpture. That is, oh my gosh, Humi. Anyway, she is Hallow. She is our tallest. She's 28.5 feet tall. They are all made of concrete, fiberglass, and wood. He built them. He is from South Africa. He built them in his studio, which is in China. Shipped them over here. We paid for his time, we paid for the material, but we do not own them. They will leave in March. So if you know of someone who wants to see them, they have from now until March. They will be leaving, and then next year we'll have another fabulous something going on. So Mr. Morton's original idea was to divide the Arboretum into different types of collections, either by geographic location or by species. So we're going to see a little of that and everything else that's going on. We're very excited. What a great day, and we're beginning fall soon. So that's going to be super busy. You're lucky to be here on a nice quiet day. So on the right is one of our first collections. This is the plants of northern Illinois. So you've got your maple and your oak and your elm and your redbuds and all those fun things. But as we go down, you're going to notice we also have some trellises with grapes. Yes, there are people that grow native grapes in Illinois, mostly down by southern Illinois, Carbondale, out west by Galena. And of course, what do you do with all those grapes? Of course they make wine, they have vineyards. So you can take those cute little trips and you can go both sides, out west, down south, and it makes a nice weekend trip. And you can, of course, go wine tasting. And I'll tell you, I've been to both sides, both ends, and I've tried their wine. They make really, really good vinegar. Okay, that was my one joke. So now we're going uphill. We actually have two hills here at the Arboretum. This is not the tallest, but has the pretty view. The tallest one is actually covered with trees, so you can't see too much from the top. But as you look on both sides, you're seeing a lot of different trees and a lot of growth around them. We do research here. We do tons of research. We have our researchers go all over the world. They collect species and they bring them back. We're very excited because now, this is way before most of our time, but at the end of World War II, there was a gentleman who he was in China, he found a tree that he couldn't recognize. He called his experts and found out it was a dawn redwood. We thought they were extinct. Nobody knew they existed. So now we have some dawn redwoods up here in addition to some of our other trees. But right now you're looking on the right, you see a little bench and you see some Adirondack chairs. This is the prettiest view of the Arboretum. In the spring we have a lot of our trees are flowering. In the fall we'll get color. Everything you see from that lake, which is Meadow Lake, which we just came from, all the way to the sky is part of the Arboretum. So we're a pretty big place. 1,700 acres. You are welcome to use any of it. On the right, this is our conifer collection. So it's going to be your cone-bearing trees, your spruce, your pine, your hemlock, all of that. We only have 2 sidewalks, so to speak of, if you wanted to take someone in a wheelchair or a walker or something. Looking over the hemlocks on the right there, behind the children's garden, there is that walkway, and it's really nice, and it's not long, but it's a really pretty walk. So if you have someone with mobility issues, that's one of the walks you want to take them on. Okay, now, what do we have up here? We have a little this and a little that. One of the things we have up here is some of our endangered species. Now, looking on the left, that tree with all those little bulbs, that is actually a ginkgo. We don't usually keep female ginkgo trees near the road. That's what that one is, and all those bulbs are their fruit. That fruit stinks to high heaven. So if you're out walking, you see one, Try not to step on it, it's really nasty. What we're stopping for on the left, this is one of our endangered species. There is a worldwide red list of trees that are endangered of becoming extinct. Paper bark maple, that's one of them.